Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, December 15th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am grateful to be strong mentally and vibrationally. And I almost feel like we should take that mantra and use it for 2024 every day. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll add it on to the end. I've begun doing the 2024 readings, and what strikes me is how mentally powerful this next year is going to be, and how being on your game mentally is going to be so important. And today, we get a little taste. We have the moon finishing up in the sign of Capricorn, moving into Aquarius. That will happen right around 10 a.m. Pacific time, the lunar shift. Before it happens, the moon will connect with Pluto. And, you know, in my experience, and this could be just me, but in talking to many others through Pluto transits, I have found that that is an area that Pluto attacks. It's not really attacking, but it sheds light on where we may be puny, where we may need to do some work, and that is the mental area. Like, I feel when I go through Pluto energies just very defeated mentally a lot of times. And so watch. Do you feel defeated mentally and emotionally at some point in the morning as the moon and Pluto connect? Now, granted, it will be early in the day for some of us. The moon and Pluto will connect at 8 a.m. Pacific time, but watch for that because that may give you a little bump to what you may need to be aware of incoming this next year. Moon into Aquarius, like I said, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Right around there. Aquarius, at its highest and best, reminds us of the vibrational nature of things. We are all vibrational creatures. We all have specific frequencies that we groove at, we vibrate at. And so with the moon in Aquarius, we go into vibrational sensitivity. I believe we're all like walking antennas. And with the moon in Aquarius, our antenna, okay, I love the image that I just got. I was watching some movie. Oh, we were watching Friends. And I watched them take, an old cordless telephone and pull out the antenna. So with this moon, our antennas are all the way up. We've pulled them all out. They are receiving the frequencies. And it's so important to be aware of your frequency and what harmonizes with your frequency and what doesn't, and what in your frequency is a little bit off and what is not. So we are very vibrationally tuned in for the next 2.5 days. And there's an interesting transit happening. So that grand trine that I mentioned yesterday is continuing today as Lilith, Mars, and Chiron are all connecting. So our fiery energy is up, inspiration is up. You may find you have more energy in this energy. I did. I like this fire energy. The fire signs in me are like, yes, more please. Stoke my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Yes, that. But this Mars-Chiron connection, the exact trine happens at 2:55 p.m. Mars and Chiron together is such a beautiful connection because Chiron is like doing the healing investigation work, and Mars is like, at your service. How can I take action in this? And I feel like what I can do for you more so than tell you what to do is just kind of bless you. Blessings, my child. The fire also brings out my silliness, which I love. But a blessing, like, may your actions reflect a path of wellness for you, because I feel like in this world, and this is I experience this all the time, it's really hard to know what's actually good for you. If you go on the internet, some people are like, eat all the red meat and eat fat, more of it, you need more of it. And some people are like, eat your greens, don't eat fat, please don't eat meat. And some people are like, take this vitamin. Other people are like, that vitamin's going to kill you. And oh my gosh, it can be really hard to know what's actually good for us with all the chatter coming at us. And here's the thing. We are not alike. What is good for me isn't necessarily good for you. And all around in that. And to get beyond the mental chatter and to really tune into ourselves takes a lot of work and some experimentation. So, may you find your wellness path forward. May you tune into the energies that serve you in your rising into wellness, in and through this energy. But for yourself, notice it, because I think even in this, there are some things that we know are not as good for us, or things that we do that we know is not good for us, and we still take that action. And so may you notice those places where you're consciously doing the things that do not serve you, and choose the healing path, choose the wellness path. Let me be fair and say it is all the healing path. Sometimes we take those detours to learn. That is fair. But may you choose the wellness path in this energy. And Lilith reminds us, Lilith specifically in Leo reminds us, what my wellness path and what your wellness path looks like may not be the same. But I do know we can help each other on this and support each other. And one of the best things we can do is like love on each other. And I think Lilith and Leo's like, you do you, boo. I can love you. So may we hold that energy in this fieriness. That being said, you still may experience some blurting out of things. You may experience some shoulds where you think that you know what's the healing path for others. We all think we know, right? It's so individual, but watch for that energy still. The end of the day has the moon and Jupiter in a square. Jupiter hanging out in Taurus, that moon in Aquarius energy. Oof, to me, this is a reminder to ground. And this is a reminder, like, pleasure can also be that healing path in balance. What's your pleasure? Where can you engage that frequency for yourself? Because part of our work here is the work of being in joy, and pleasure is a specific part of that process. So watch for that. Let us look at our cards. I love when songs pop into my head. So I have the Change card in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. That song, A Change Would Do You Good by Sheryl Crow, popped into my head. So there may be some places where your journey is not leading you to the light, where there's some baggage that you need to drop off, maybe even some other people's information, some other conditioning that's not working for you. For instance, you were told that you have to, trying to find something really innocuous, you have to eat beets every day, and you hate them. But because somebody who you think is in power and authority told you, you're doing it. Listen to yourself. Maybe you hate them and it is your medicine, but maybe you hate them because it's not your medicine. Listen to you. You know you, truly. Sometimes there's other things at hand, but really gotta listen to yourself and notice, is this my soul self, or is it, is this something that has grown through conditioning? Okay, so tuning into that. Oh, lost my light. Guess I'm done. Have patience with your process, have patience with others. This is all us maturing, walking each other home, just trying to make it through all this. So, I'm going to leave this here since I have no light left. I wish it would come back on. There you go. Light for a minute. You can book a reading, 2024 readings. If you would like to get that in the earlier part of January, book now, because I am all filled up in December and moving into January dates. So reach for that. Gift certificates available for purchasing a reading for a loved one. I got my 2024 PDF of the Astro transits done. That's $22. So if you just want to know when the planets are shifting and going retrograde, that's really helpful. Just email me about any of this or any questions you may have. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's my light again. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. Remember who you are and be grateful for the strength of your mentality and vibrational energies. Namaste.